Hi, welcome to the Battle Square. I'm Dan, this is Matt. Today's feature is round 3 of and table 2 of the Spira Open. It's Josh Gee versus Niels Bergen. Sorry if I pronounce names wrong. The Spira Open is very kindly sponsored by the Card Cavern. They've got a 15% discount on at the moment on all singles with the code SPIRA, all in capitals, at the website. Also, I would like to point out that Card Cavern have got a brilliant giveaway on at the moment. There's 3 cards here. I will the lights shining on them. We have a 9.5 graded cloud foil. It's graded by Beckett's. There is a signed Gabranth promo, 30th anniversary Gabranth promo, signed by Kageyama-san, and there is a signed Sephiroth PR001, signed by Kageyama himself. To win those, you have to pre-order a box.
Yeah, with every pre-order, you're automatically entered into a raffle to win these items. If you make more than one pre-order, then you're entered twice. For every additional pre-order, you get another entry.
So and
it's not just on the boxes either.
Yeah,
it's also on the
play
sets.
Yeah, play sets sets.
Standard or foil,
yeah,
common and rare play sets or any
so that's
play
with
sets.
Opus 5. So get over to Card Cavern, get yourselves the pre-orders, and you will get in the raffle. And yeah,
let's be completely honest. Who doesn't want this? You know, you're going to get pre-orders anyway. It's just that is an awesome first place.
These as well, signed by Kageyama.
You can't go wrong.
For people that don't necessarily get the chance to meet him, they're a beauty. Right, now we're going to get into the game. It's Josh Gee versus Niels Bergen.
Here we go.
Right. I don't know who decided to go first.
No, it looks like
I think Niels
goes first.
But that's great. I think we've decided to do this a bit differently. Look, Veins being discarded and a Shiva to play.
So it's very interesting. First turn, overpaying to play into a lock, and playing into a Belias.
Yeah.
Straight away.
It's interesting.
It's massively aggressive.
Proper aggro. I can understand wanting to get the benefit of lock making your opponent discard. So,
but I've got to say, I don't know if that's what I would do.
I wouldn't have done that.
No. Obviously, it's going to force an opponent to discard one, unless they can resolve it.
But still, overpaying. I'd at least get a backup down if possible.
Yeah, it's always nice to kind of hold a Belias for response.
Yeah, definitely. And then the EX is a Bran, and the damage zone it's a Bran anyway.
So although his opponent now has to discard a card, he's gained a card.
Yeah. So he hasn't really lost anything really. Well, a point of damage, but at this point,
and interestingly enough, the standard unit that he drew from his deck was a Knight. So it's pretty obvious to assume that he must be running Lena, which now he's only given him a little bit more value on playing a Lena.
I like that Lena play.
She's a wicked card. Yeah, I really like her.
Well, I think it goes over to Josh's turn now.
Seven in hand. So yeah, he's at 0 hand disadvantage for that haste lock. So I imagine Niels is probably pretty good.
Be interesting to see what he does.
Time to think.
He must have backups in hand. He's got enough cards.
Very slow start.
I think this is quite a well. It's longer than we're used to. It's about a half-hour game. This, and we've had a few that are like 15 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah. I imagine it's taken him so long to think about what he wants to do because obviously he doesn't want to be forced another discard next turn. So he needs to try and find a way to play resourcefully into backups and produce a forward to stop block from
It's got to be quite
dealing damage next turn.
Quite a good forward because 7k, which is isn't that bad, but
His 7k haste start isn't a bad start theoretically.
If you're not overpaying
if you have to pay for it that way, it's not great. But a 7k haste start nonetheless with a discard. You know, you don't want to be hit by that discard again.
No.
Not at all.
Not unless you've got another knight in hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pay into 3 backups and you've got something you want to get rid of, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But no.
But we'll just see how it goes, isn't it? Can't comment until we see.
Yeah.
I like this matchup though, personally. Mono water. Well, it looks like mono water. It might very well be something else. I don't know. But Lena and standard units, I would imagine that's mono water. Wouldn't you?
More than likely. Especially if you're playing that 3-cost backup that searches into your standard units as well. It's kind of it screams it's a water deck, really.
Josh taking his time.
Okay, so we've got something going.
Plays a 2-drop Una. That Una makes your water summons, of course. No, it's just
it reduces the cost of all water summons
by
by
water
1.
summons. Yeah, I should know. I used to play that ridiculous all the time.
Everyone should know.
It cannot become 0. That's quite useful to know as well.
It's a valid point.
Yeah. So I can't even remember what water summons there are that are 1 cost. Leviathan. There's a Leviathan. Moogle. Yeah. Is there a Leviathan?
No, there's no Leviathan.
No, it's a 2-drop.
You're thinking of the 2 costs that bumps water forward by 2k.
It's been that long.
But yeah, so basically you can't cast Moogle for nothing.
Yeah. It's still Josh's turn. I don't know what he's.
I can't imagine he spent all that time thinking to discard the Leviathan for a Una. So there must be something else going on.
He's probably thinking.
Okay, so he's discarded a Gladiator and
like
a Doragon. So it's actually a Water Wind deck.
Yeah.
Played into a Warrior of Light.
Which is good.
Yeah, because this Warrior of Light specifically reduces damage dealt to itself by 2k.
Yeah.
So although it's 8, it requires 10 to actually remove the card.
And in a wind deck, he's most likely got Maria, which is going to boost him up to a 9k forward. Which obviously means it'll take, what, 11k?
Yeah. Okay, so we pass back to Nils.
He's definitely at an disadvantage now.
I would think that he's probably going to try and play into backups now.
I'd imagine so. It'd be beneficial. That's if he's drawn any. He may not have drawn any.
Yeah, that's always a good point.
That could be the reasoning behind going for that sort of start. He may not have drawn any backups. Mind you, he could have chosen to mulligan, so it was an interesting option if he didn't have any backups.
Okay, so discards a Goblin, play into a Selfie. She's always, always a good backup to have sat there.
And that's a good counter for Warrior of Light as well. Choose one attacking forward, it gains 2,000 power. So
trouble is, it's still not going to reach the 10 that it requires to destroy Warrior of Light.
No, but an 8 drop.
Well, an 8k.
An 8k is going to kill it.
Yeah.
Which is again, it is a nice little buff. Back on Josh.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's not going to attack, not unless he can get another beefy forward out.
No. There's no way he's going to face a discard. Okay.
We've seen that card before. He's gone for a Riku. That's the Milling Riku. Probably the better one.
And he did discard Cobalt Droid.
Cobalt Droid Yin. Yeah,
that's the one.
We've seen that card before, haven't we?
Which actually, I mean, it's kind of a tough one really, because it would have been a good card to have on field, but then he wouldn't have the one win CP to cost its activation each turn.
But then again, he's probably running. Well, he might be running Azura.
Yeah, in which case he can bring that straight back. Yeah, that's very valid.
Which is good for the Knights as well.
Yep, that is. Yeah, I imagine he probably didn't really want to discard that.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. It's going to swing under.
It's such a shame.
It's going to swing under loss, isn't it?
Every turn. That's right.
But then again, he's not going to be running one, is he?
No,
he's most likely got 2, maybe 3. So it's likely he's going to draw into one again. But really, that's the sort of thing you want at the beginning.
This is quite interesting. He's declared an attack with the lock. So I imagine he must have a trick up his sleeve.
He's using Selfie's ability by the looks of it.
So that turns him into a 9k attacking forward, which Warrior of Light can still defend against.
And in which case, there's probably not much point in attacking.
What?
He's actually used a Selfie.
Could be holding a Belias.
Oh, Bahamut. So that gets rid of Warrior of Light.
Okay.
That Bahamut removes from the game as well. So it's like the
so this
9
is
drop.
Interesting. So he's cost a Bahamut after block declaration.
Yeah. So the damage still goes through. Because he's not going to... Mind you, actually, yeah, that would have been quite useful, I think, if he had attacked after using Bahamut. Because chances are he's going to get discard out of that. You're not going to trade.
I am kind of struggling to understand. Maybe he forgot that Warrior of Light's damage was reduced by 2k, so thought he was safe to attack, then realising that he had to remove it from the game, because otherwise, you would just play the Bahamut and then attack.
Yeah, because then Warrior of Light's going to go and Lock won't.
Very interesting. Yeah, maybe he missed something there.
Pain.
Okay, so he's got the YRP on the board now, so that's going to give him a draw and a reactivation.
YRP against sort of discard deck is quite useful, really. Having YRP there.
Yeah, it's very replenishable, cheap. But it doesn't stand for a lot.
You don't necessarily need it to. You need to be able to cost out other things like... he's discarded another Leviathan.
Okay.
Maria,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
but
now...
What does Pain
now
come
we've
in
got
at?
an 8k versus a 7k now.
Is that what Pain...
Pain is 7.
I thought she got boosted by the others.
No, you're thinking of the Riku.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so Pain's now sitting at 8.
All he needs now is Minwu and... Yeah. It's a lovely field.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of ping damage in these lightning.
So, I mean, looking at the field state, I mean, it's probably important to note that Niels is now sat there with 1 forward, 1 backup and an empty hand.
Yeah, now it's his turn, he's got 2 cards, but yeah.
But still,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it can't feel good.
He's got to replenish his hand state, so there's no point in attacking. Wow.
Okay, so yeah, we've seen another attack. So I can only assume he's holding a fire card. He's going to play Selfie.
Would you do that? and that
Yeah,
kills pain,
it's interesting.
keeps luck on field, but if he's got pain in hand, he's just going to get pain out again, and this time for free.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he accidentally showed his cards there.
So we know he drew an Arc and a Dorrigan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 3 tap by Josh.
I love Josh's name on this as well. Pimpish Mother F.
What's the F4?
Fridge. Lena, that's good.
There we
Nice
go.
little play.
There we go.
So
And
she's a 10. She's an 8k now, with a knight who's what?
3, 4, 5,
7.
7.
7k.
No, 3, 6. Yeah, 7k.
Yeah,
Sorry,
7K.
yeah, 7.
Locke's not going to get a free. Well, not unless he draws another fire card, which is
And
possible.
even
but
if, I mean,
I personally wouldn't.
at the end of the day, as well, like the only forward you're going to remove probably is the Lena.
Yeah.
So,
Next turn, he's going to get through the point of damage.
and if you play another Lena and bring back another 2 cost standard unit,
Yeah.
or
and then play it back up, and then do this, and then do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've played against Lena so many times that I just know that if I'm removing her, it's going to be seen again.
Even with her special brings back anything. Absolutely anything from you, apart from Dark or Light, possibly. I can't remember. But it brings back a card from the break zone onto the field, which is such a good ability. You smoke too much. I thought you gave up.
You moan too much.
I thought you gave up.
Giving
right.
up it's a process.
And now it's back to Neil's turn. Is it?
Where are we? It's still Josh's turn.
Oh no, Neil's is probably past turn.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
It would make sense.
Okay, so we see an Arc onto the board. Now, Arc
That's
does
something with standard units.
I think it's a 1k bump,
Possibly. There
which
we go.
is
Yeah, gain
yeah. So it's a 1k bump for Knight plus another 1k bump for Knight because there's another backup.
Mm-hmm.
So she is now at 8k,
9k.
9k.
Yeah, I think. Work this out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9k.
9k. So yeah, she's pretty big.
Yeah.
And then obviously it doesn't hurt to attack with Elena. And a VV into the damage zone, so that's not really ideal either.
I find this.
And a second
that-
attack.
I wondered what he was going to do here. He's
How
got-
do you pronounce her name?
Who? Lednar?
Is that it?
I don't know. Might be. Right. What is being played
Okay.
out? Is that Ranger?
Yeah, played into a Ranger. Now Ranger is really good. I really like Ranger as a card.
What does
He
Ranger
can't be
do?
targeted by your opponent's abilities.
Yeah, and he's quite a powerful card anyway.
He's
isn't
a 7k, 8k with Maria, 9k with Arc.
he? Yeah.
So, he is a job standard unit, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that is horrible to be faced with. I imagine at this point for Nils.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing
like
he can do
There's
to.
nothing like a 9k body that can't be targeted by abilities.
It's like having a really powerful Zidane out on field, isn't it?
I mean that early aggression, I think it's really hurt him.
Mind you, he's replenished his hand now.
He's
The
replenished his
chances
hand,
are
yeah.
he's going to be able to play out some backups and try and get his field moving. If not, play into more forwards. See what he does. Jill on the bar, which is good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good play.
So that's going to
Freezes.
lock down Lena and Knight.
Yeah, freezes 2 forwards on entry. That's 5. Do you believe? Kuja. So this is a discard deck. Oh no, it's 3.
Okay, so he's what is that?
I thought
Oh
it was
no,
the other
no.
Kuja.
So he's tapped the selfie,
Yeah.
discarded the Sephiroth, played into the Kuja. Well, I mean, Kuja here is pretty useless.
Yeah.
Against that Ranger, to be honest, because it's not going to dull it, it's not going to freeze it.
You make a very good point. May not. He might not have had anything else in hand.
No, he obviously knew that he needed a bit more field presence. It's just such a shame that they're both 7k because his field is massively overweight.
Oh,
And into a Bart's.
3 drop Barts.
So Bart's currently has how many jobs? Is it from the forwards? It is only from the forwards, isn't
yeah,
it?
forwards you control.
So he only has 3 jobs.
If he's got 3 jobs or more, Bart's gains haste and first strike.
And that's why you see here an attack.
Yeah. And he's also got a boost from Arc. He's also got. Oh no, that's the other one.
Yeah,
isn't it?
because he's got the job of a standard unit, he gains
Yes,
the boost
yes.
from Arc, he gains the boost from Maria,
Yeah.
so he's 8k.
And he's first strike as well. Wow. And potentially, if he's got more more forwards out, he could gain another 3,000.
So we've seen a Furion into the damage zone here, which
Is the damage from
it's kind of a shame because it's an 8k body that he would have had on field. He would have been able to threaten with 10k attack with the selfie,
Yeah.
but it wasn't doing any entrance damage onto that Ranger. So
No, but it doesn't have to be an active forward, so potentially you could get rid of something else.
Is it not?
Knight. I'm sure it's just a forward, isn't it?
okay, yeah, no, I think you're right actually.
Right, it's back to Neil's turn. Be interesting to see how he gets back from this.
I imagine there's some very hard choices in that hand right now.
But yeah, he's facing quite a horrible
4
field.
forwards, 4 backups, man.
Yeah. Into plays Lednar.
Assuming that's how it's pronounced. Okay, so Lednar's ability when
Blocks or is blocked.
if you don't pay 2 it can't break. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. When he's chosen by an ability of your opponent doesn't pay 2, Lednar cannot be broken this turn. Which,
So
to be honest,
I mean some of these abilities you even look at it and think Firewind might make something quite nice.
Firewind. We don't see a lot of Firewind at the moment.
No.
We used to.
I mean combining cards like Lednar with the Ranger untargetable sort of effect could be quite good.
I think
it's
this
just a lot
this
of
War
proper
Wind
good
deck
problems.
is probably.
No, it's massively. good.
I like it. I like water anyway. That's probably my favourite element. But it seems to be working really well. And there's Zidane. Oh, so he's got to show his hand.
And discard one.
Yeah. What have we got? Shiva.
Okay, so he responds. He responds by playing the Shiva.
Right, okay, yeah. Which is, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to lose one, so you may as well
Yeah.
just set yourself up.
Chances are he's going to get rid of the Shiva anyway. Mind you, I think he had a G on the bottom in hand as well. So,
but he didn't have the 1 ice.
no. But yeah, that stops
It's
stops 2 attacks, doesn't it?
Okay, so he doled Bart's and the Ranger.
Probably the better ones to dull, because I wouldn't imagine there's going to be an attack from. Mind you, yeah, they're all overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, even Zidane now, because his opponent's 2 cards or less in hand, is 7k and then 8k for Maria's effect.
Yeah. There's an attack. Lena.
So straight into combat.
I'd imagine he's going to take the point of damage.
You would block with the
Ledner.
Ledner. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can never remember that name.
Ledner and Marsh. I like Marsh.
Okay, so now he has to pay 2, I think.
Yeah, if he doesn't pay 2 and then attacks, yeah, he's
Yeah,
paid the 2.
so he
Cloud of
discarded.
Darkness. That's the better card to get rid of, I'd imagine, if he's holding anything else.
I don't imagine he'll be playing that card.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. The main phase, and it goes over to Niels. Niels has got hard choices here. He's got only 2 cards in hand and 2 backups. That's so bad. So unlucky. Now, do you think it was purely down to the aggro start?
I think to be completely honest, I think that start is what put him behind.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I think that as well. But for some decks, it works. For some decks, it's aggro. Your deck is aggro.
It's like you say though. He may have been stuck with a hard choice at the start. Didn't see any backups.
Yeah, but then I don't think he mulliganed. So he could have mulliganed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't know whether there was a mulligan or not.
No, I'm pretty sure he didn't. So
either way,
yeah.
I mean, I've done it before. Mulligan into another hand with no backup still.
Yeah.
Had to play forwards. I don't like doing it, but sometimes.
But your chances are there's going to be a easier way. Well, I say that there's so many times you end up having to play a 3-cost first off the bat, the first turn. But anyway, I think he's just having a good old think.
Very good think.
I think what's there to think about? He's struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
What do? Do you try and get forwards out to deal with that out of that field, or do you try and get backups out to try and rejuvenate your resources? Well,
I mean,
in this situation,
Niels has carried on through the game being quite an aggressive player.
And he's going with another attack.
Josh is still only on 1 point of damage.
Yeah. Blocks with the knight, which is a good.
Yep, 3,
card to
4,
block
5, 6, 7, 8, 9k.
Not just that, if it goes to the break zone, and then Leonard doesn't.
Okay, so Furion's coming in to finish the knight.
Yeah.
I still don't know if that was the best play.
Knight can come back. That's the thing you should always worry about.
Yeah.
Knight, a deck like this, chances are there's Azura. So, like I said before, you're going to be able to get those things back out.
Yeah, exactly as I said. I don't know whether that was the best play. Obviously, you're only 1k higher as a forward, but maybe just putting Furion out.
Sildra, oh, that's horrible. Both back to hand.
So now imagine this is GG. No, 3 cards in the damage. So yeah, if he hits 4 with no EX, it's game.
Yeah. I think he's bringing another card out, maybe. No, he's paying for the Sildra.
Yeah. So let's see what happens.
He's got to hit an EX.
Okay,
Surely.
so first to attack Zidane.
No, Shulk.
Shulk, yep.
I like Shulk.
For the 5th point of damage.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got an EX.
Edgar.
So I think he can add a Sabin to his hand.
Yeah, which isn't going to help him.
It's not going to help at this point. Still take it. Always take it.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
What is there EX-wise that's going to help him in this situation, though?
I don't. I couldn't tell you.
In a fire or ice deck.
And that's Sephiroth, so.
That's game.
Yeah, that's game.
That's very interesting.
That is very interesting.
I say that. I think we sort of knew what was going to happen. don't mean to take it away from Niels, but
I mean, it was an interesting game to watch. The early aggression, I think, is what let him down.
yeah, definitely.
If he could have played a bit more resourcefully to start, you know, he might have seen a better game from that.
Especially being the first turn player. In my opinion, if you're first,
Well, you're already at a hand disadvantage from going
not
first.
just that, you don't know what your opponent's running.
No.
So it doesn't matter if you've got discard in hand. It doesn't. Your opponent might be running discards. So then after that, you're fucked.
I know, but it's. I mean, I've got to admit, I wouldn't go into a game assuming that my opponent had a discard deck.
No. But what I'm saying,
I know what you're saying.
You've got to preempt anything.
Yeah.
So you
I mean,
start off cautiously, and then once you realise, oh, they're running this, they've got that. Well, the chances are they're running this style of deck. Then you go in for whatever play that you want out of your deck. Surely that's how it works, or am I wrong?
I don't know. I got a bit lost. To be brutally honest.
Say for like if you're first to act, so you're turn one, right? You're running like this, a Fire Ice deck, then you don't know what your
opponent's running.
Yeah, so
I would play more resourcefully.
If I ever go turn one, I always try my hardest to put out backup first, and you got to make sure that you know what.
I think personally the main point is probably that he hadn't seen a backup. I can't imagine it was a technical decision to play so heavily aggressive.
I wouldn't have thought that
Fire
deck's
Ice
mainly
and start
based
like
around
that. Obviously, with a lot of ice in circulation at the moment, you're seeing a lot of ice decks. I suppose maybe he wanted to get in some early aggression so that he wasn't being doled and frozen the whole game.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know, everyone plays in their own style. And he may have just got really unlucky at the start.
Yeah.
So.
It'd be
Yeah, I think it's definitely what slowed him down. It's what made his game, like, suffered his game. He struggled because
it'd be interesting to get Neil's comments on his game, just to try and
definitely
understand what he was actually going through, like the
because you look at a lot of the rest of well, I suppose you've seen. He was running like the 2-drop Sage backup, which gives haste to a forward when it enters the field, stuff like that. So maybe it is designed to be quite an aggressive deck. And then from that point, after he played the lock and gave it the haste, he just didn't see what he wanted to see.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's what I mean. It'd be interesting to hear back from him. But yeah, it was an interesting game. It was good to watch. And congrats to Josh. Also, I'd like to say, well, what am I trying to say?
What are the words?
My mind has gone completely blank. Yeah, that's it. Good luck to everyone over at the Winter Cup in Milan.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of friends going over there. Unfortunately, we can't go. We've got adulting to do. But yeah,
good luck to everyone from Dark Sphere.
Don't forget about the Opus 5 pre-orders. Get yourselves over there. Pre-order those Opus 5. Every box gets
a raffle entry
put into the raffle. It's a brilliant thing to get your name into. But yeah, good luck and see you soon.
See ya.